That was a great show. That was an awesome match. Brock Lesnar versus John Cena for the WWE Championship honestly really did deliver. I loved the way that John Cena showed up and sort of, answered on the last match from SummerSlam with him hitting the Attitude Adjustment just seconds into the match. It almost felt like it was a big UFC match where basically somebody was going to get knocked out seconds into the match. Much like we fell for it at SummerSlam, I honestly was jumping up and down, sitting here at my desk thinking that John Cena was going to beat Brock Lesnar in a matter of seconds. And I would have felt like I got all my money's worth watching this here on the WWE Network. I honestly thought that this was a great show. This was well worth the $9.99 that I'm going to pay for the whole month of the WWE Network, right, where I got to watch all of the WCW versus WWE Monday Night War documentary series. I watched all of the Night of Champions pay-per-views. I've watched a few Saturday Night's main events, and I've been exploring through the WCW library, watching nitros and pay-per-views. This was an awesome show. Basically, with this match, we got to see John Cena hit 4 attitude adjustments, FUs if you might, on Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was throwing him around with the German suplexes a lot like the last match. This match, honestly, at points, Cena was in control, but honestly, at some points, like when he hit one attitude adjustment, which I believe was the second one of the night, he got like a half of a count. I mean, Brock Lesnar kicked out before there was even a 1 count, and John Cena put on the STFU at one point, and I saw Brock Lesnar muscle his way out of this move like it was just some normal headlock inside of a match. It never was the point where you thought that John Cena had it in the bag, except for the last FU of the night. And there was never really a point when you really felt like John Cena was knocked down. They made John Cena look really good in this match. The way that Seth Rollins came in at the end, I thought was really cool. The way that they hit him all the way until the second that he hit John Cena upside the head with the gold Money in the Bank briefcase, and then him hitting the curb stomp on Brock Lesnar, and then the whole thing about him trying to. It was almost like he didn't really plan on going out there to cash in. He just sort of went down there, and then he noticed Brock was laid out, so then he started thinking like, hey, why we're here, why don't we become WWE champion? Then, of course, Brock Lesnar came back, John Cena fought him off, and the horrible bad acting from John Cena, just sitting there like in between the ropes, just looking back at Seth Rollins like, no! You ruined him. I had him beat. And the second I was watching that, I was like, man, it would be awesome if Lesnar got up and hit like another FU on Cena just to rub it in his face that he lost. And, that's exactly what they did. Almost like it was a Halloween scary movie. He grabbed him, picked him up, hit him with the F5, and it was over. It was done like Murder, She Wrote. John Cena got his hand raised. He got his music played. But at the end of the night, Brock Lesnar held the WWE Championship up. A lot of people were saying that WrestleMania was going to be, sort of booked tonight, and you could be able to pencil in who the champion was going to be at WrestleMania this year. So maybe we are looking forward to this long Brock Lesnar turn. A lot of answers are to come in the future. You could tell by Paul Heyman's face that he was not 100% happy with Seth Rollins cashing in, and he sort of, you can almost tell that he's betrayed. Brock Lesnar doesn't give you a whole bunch. Paul Heyman is where you have to get all of your things from. So that's the storyline that I'm looking forward to see what's going on with the champion Brock Lesnar. Maybe that's how they're going to describe why he's just going to pack up and leave. Triple H might want him to wrestle. I sort of thought that maybe they can sort of turn Triple H babyface out of this whole deal with Brock Lesnar taking off and not wanting to defend his championship. And maybe Triple H is the guy who has to go down there and threaten to beat him up if he doesn't come back and defend the title. Lots of things they can do. Not 100% sure what they'll do. But I thought Brock Lesnar versus John Cena at Night of Champions and the whole Night of Champions show was very good. Scratched my head at the Mark Henry versus Rusev match, but honestly, I think everything else I gave a thumbs up to. Thanks, WWE. You put on a great show tonight. Have fun, everybody.